So life has been pretty crazy lately with a lot of work and offshore trips. So I haven't come up with any YouTube ideas. So what I resorted to was to do what any normal human being would do, and that was stealing. So I took inspiration from my favorite gym YouTuber Will Tennyson, and I stole this video of walking 25k steps every day for 1 week straight. So in this way, this video can act as a punishment for all of the crazy cheat meals I have had and blamed it on YouTube. And this is especially important because while I was offshore, I ate dessert every day, twice a day, for 1 whole week straight, and I gained 2.5 kgs or 5.5 pounds for you American people in just 1 week. And it's time to go back to my healthy routines so I can get the cool summer body. So this is the first walk of the challenge, and I think the game plan is going to be dividing the 25k steps into 2 separate walks of 10k steps each, and gambling that I will get the remaining 5k steps from going to the toilet, walking around the house, the gym and such. The weather right now is luckily really nice, and let's hope that it continues like this for the rest of the challenge. And I'm currently back home with my parents, so I don't really need to make food, so I can put all of my time and focus into this punishment. And it's also Easter holidays, so I also don't need to focus on work and think about other stuff than getting in my 25k steps. So I came home around maybe 30 minutes ago, and I have eaten dinner with my family, and the walk took around 2 hours, and I got in 14k steps, which is really nice. And my plan now is to take a quick nap because I am feeling a bit tired and my legs are heavy. So this is my second walk, and my body feels really heavy, especially my legs. But hopefully I will get used to the walking later on with the days. And I'm currently on the way to the gym because it's a bit cold outside, so I'm going to use the treadmill to get in my last steps. And yeah, I'll see you guys when I'm there. So I have finally got in my 25k steps, and I am really tired, and I can also feel that my body is really catching up to my age because my hips and my hamstrings are really feeling it. So before going to bed, I will be doing some stretches. So I'll end this first day with some late night food and some stretching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, you food-loving people. So I just woke up from the smell of my mom's amazing food. And the agenda for today is to first go to the gym and then getting in my 25k steps, because there's no way that I am first walking and then going to the gym. Today I have chest because it's Tuesday, and I'll see you guys when I feel like it. So after finishing my breakfast, which was a big bowl of noodles, I ate too much and it sent me back to my bed right into a food coma. But luckily, unlike yesterday, the nap only lasted for around 30 minutes. So I am currently on my way to the gym to get in my chest workout. And my gym routine is that I have rest on Monday, chest on Tuesday, back on Wednesday, and sometimes leg on Thursday, because I am allergic to legs. So depending on how I feel, it will determine if I train it or not. I also then train calisthenics on the weekends because I am too tired to have calisthenic workouts during the weekdays because of work, but I might change that and force myself to also train calisthenics workouts during the weekdays because my progress is way too slow and I just got lost. So my first workout after 2 weeks due to offshore trips has now been finished. And surprisingly, my body feels really good. I can feel that I have been Whoa, there's a squirtle. Can you see? But as I was saying, I have really been missing the gym, so it was nice being back. So what's up next is to get back home, get some food and some rest to continue walking and get in the 25k steps. So this is the first walk of today, but I currently have 7k steps. And today I'm putting on my walking, talking and stalking glasses to see how it feels to walk all the remaining steps in one go. The weather today was also very sunny and really nice, and it still kinda is a bit, but not that much, so it affects and shrinks my eyes. But I will see you guys when I'm halfway through the trip. I have now walked about 20k steps and I'm almost home, and I kind of forgot to record an update when I was halfway through. I am feeling really tired and this game plan was not it. But this feeling is luckily manageable and not as worse as if I were to run or read a book. But since I have walked, I feel like I am a walking expert. And this is maybe the biggest tip I can share with you guys. So this is how to walk. Step 1, step 2. So the time is currently 11 and I have 1 more hour until a new day begins. And the sad part is that I am currently missing about 2k steps. So I just need to go back and forth inside my room till I reach my 25k step goal. I am really tired, but I need to finish this. Day 2 of getting in the 25k steps is finally finished, so it's time to go to sleep and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning guys, so today I woke up with the classic Vietnamese sounds of my mom cooking food and speaking on the phone while my dad was listening to some Vietnamese songs. It is currently day number 3 and according to Will Tennyson, he noticed a big difference in his physique on this day. So let's head to the bathroom and see if I can see any changes. Spoiler alert, just by looking down I can't see any six-pack. Jokes aside, I can actually see some changes on my body. Puberty is finally starting to hit me because I've been saving this beard for almost 26 years. I also checked my weight and the difference actually shocked me because I have only been walking 25k steps for 2 days now. And I'm also home eating dinner meals like a wild animal for breakfast, lunch and dinner without tracking any calories. And I am 100% sure that I am exceeding my calorie limit, especially since my mom told me yesterday that me and my brother ate up 3 kgs of pork. And ignore my crusty lips. So I am currently sitting outside my house waiting for my friend to pick me up for the gym. And no, this isn't my smartest moment to be sitting in a car when I need to get in my steps. And no, I don't have a driving license even though I am 26 years old. I'm just too lazy to get it. But today is a Wednesday and it's time to hit my favorite part, the back. I just got home from my workout and it went really well. My body feels, first of all, really sore from my chest workout yesterday, and my legs are starting to feel a bit heavy. So the plan for now is to get some rest and then start my first walk of today. So after 3 days, the worst part about this is that I can't even reward myself with some desserts after the trips I make. So there is no trophy to chase. And in addition, as I said earlier, I'm really starting to feel it on my legs. They feel really heavy and I can especially feel it on my hamstrings and my hips. And there is also starting to form some blisters underneath my foot. But on the positive part, I got really motivated today when I checked the scale, and the time is currently soon 5, so I am very behind schedule. So let's get the walking started. So on update, I might just get in all of my steps in one trip because I can't be bothered to go home and then go out again, especially since the time is already 6:30. And I'll be honest, I do feel a bit tired. My balls are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy, mom spaghetti. But I'm starting to adapt and getting used to all this walking. I also had a short break and bought some refreshments, a sugar-free Powerade, and I'm still outside this cafe chilling. But I'll push through and I'll see you guys when I'm back home. Good morning, you dumbbell incline chest press deadlifting buffoons. After I got home yesterday, I ate, took a shower, and knocked out after some brain rotting. The walk yesterday, which lasted for almost 4 hours, broke me. And I'll be honest, before taking the shower and knocking out, I ate a slice of brownie and I also had a cup of soda. I just had to do it because I felt so tired and exhausted. But to make up for it, I'm going to train legs today, even though I was considering skipping it. And not because my legs are tired or anything like that. My legs actually feels really nice. I think it has adapted, but I just wanted to skip it because I felt like it. The time is currently 12 and the plan was to wake up early because I'm going to the cinema with some friends at 8. So just because I wanted to sleep for 11 hours, I'm already way behind schedule. So let's get the day started. The weather outside is crazy with a rainstorm, but luckily it has calmed down a bit. But since I am committed, I'm still going to continue with the challenge by walking to the gym and then on the treadmill. So the next 4 hours are going to be the most boring hours in my life, as I hate walking on the treadmill. And also I procrastinated, so now I don't have time for legs, but I promise to make up for it, and I will use the rest of today as rest day. So I will train legs tomorrow instead of today, so I don't have rest tomorrow, if that made sense. But would you guys believe me if I said that in 2025 I managed to walk at least 10k steps on average every month? And I actually used to be a big walker, and you could compare me to Forrest Gump, but without the forest. But something that was really scary was that when I was planning on talking about the benefits of walking, just before leaving my house, YouTube recommended me a video from TED explaining this topic. So it was like YouTube could read my mind. So this was a wake-up call for me to take their terms and conditions more seriously. But on the good side, since YouTube recommended me that video, I didn't need to do any research myself. And I could just watch the video and summarize all the most important parts to you guys, which is nice because, as you probably know, I'm allergic to reading. So what the TED video explained on the topic of benefits with walking was actually really important, but I don't remember what the video said, unfortunately. So I don't know what to say other than walking is important. So I have been walking for almost 2 hours. I have about 13k steps, so I think I need to go for maybe 1 hour more, because I think if I get to about 23k steps, I can get the remaining 2k from walking home and going around the house. The weather, it started to snow lightly, and my legs, they feel very heavy, and I can especially feel it on my hips, but I think I can manage to push through. So yeah. So a change of plans. I had to go home early because my head got a bit dizzy and I got too hungry to continue walking. I walked for like 3 hours on the treadmill, and my total step count is now 21K. So the plan right now is to eat, take a shower, and then maybe rest if I have some time until my friend will come and pick me up for the cinema. I think worst case, I would just ask him to drop me off a bit further away after the movies so I can get in my remaining 4K steps.
So, after getting home yesterday, I fell asleep. But before I did that, I did something really stupid because when I watched the movie yesterday, I managed to not eat any snacks. So, the only thing I had was a sugar free drink. But yesterday, I let my cravings win and I ate almost a whole bag of crackers with cheese. So that was an unnecessary calorie bomb, which I kind of regret today. But on a good note, I really enjoyed the movie. It was called something, I don't remember, but it was about space stuff, and the main character was called Ryan Garfield, the guy from Barbie. So if you guys have time, I recommend you guys to watch it. It was really good. The plan for today is the same as the previous days. Get in my steps. So let's go.
I am currently on the way to my friend's house. I will usually be taking the bus when I visit him, but since I need to get in my steps, I will be using my legs. According to Google, it's a 1.5 hour walk, but I need to be there in about 20 minutes. So I need to pick up the pace, and I will see you guys later. So let's address the big news. As you guys can probably see, I had a big makeover today and I finally removed my majestic beard. So my face feels a bit naked, kind of like how your head would feel after a trim. I currently have 8K steps. So the plan is to either go to the gym to walk on the treadmill as the weather suddenly took a big 180 and got really cold, or I can try to be one with nature and fight the cold, because there's this famous saying in Norway that goes, "There's no bad weather, just bad clothes." It sounds cooler in Norwegian. But one thing that I have noticed, and I don't know if it is a result from the challenge or I might just simply be fat, who knows, but I get hungry so much more often, and I think I have like 4 or even sometimes 5 dinners a day. So I feel so bad for my mom because I'm eating up all of her money and making her go broke. But that's sad. Anyways, let's continue with the walk because it's starting to get cold. So the time is currently 9 and I just woke up from a nap after the previous walk. I am currently on my way to the gym to keep my promise of training my legs. I have about 20K steps, but I will get in the remaining 5K by walking to and from the gym. I am really looking forward for this challenge to end because I feel like most of my time are going to walking and the gym. Luckily, my legs feel rested, so I think it can be a decent workout. So I will see you guys when I'm there.
So good morning, you Ninja Turtles pizza people. The leg session yesterday didn't go as well as I hoped to, since I am not at my usual gym. The gym I was going to by my parents' house didn't have a lot of the machines that I usually use, and the gym was also very small. So I just did some stuff and went home. But at least I trained legs, so that's a step in the right direction. And training legs after walking so much from the previous days, and after also walking almost 25K steps on the same day, wasn't as bad as I thought. I think my body has gotten used to it, or except my hips, but I think that's just an age thing. I'm starting to get old. Today's agenda is to get in my calisthenics session as early as possible and also steps because my boss is visiting me today with his family. So I am aiming to finish up everything before he arrives, and the time is currently 12. So I also overslept today. So let's get the day started because we don't have a lot of time.
So the workout is now finished and I am on my way home. My friend picked me up and drove me to the gym, but I told him that I needed to walk back home to get in my steps. And I checked Google and it showed me that it will take about 1.5 hours to get back home. My body feels unusual, really good and fresh, but I could feel the consequences of the 2 weeks of break from any form of activity, as I have gotten much weaker and my stamina is not there. Uh, Also, my legs are really sore from yesterday, especially my hamstring and butt. And it might have been the most painful bathroom visit I have taken this morning, no Didi. But one thing that I'm really starting to appreciate with all the walking, especially without AirPods, is that you get a different view and feeling of places that you would normally drive. And it's really nice for the ears and the mind to get a break. And I kind of feel like a Disney princess, like the Cinderella, being one with nature and animals. Like, just look at how beautiful this used cigarette is. Wow! So I don't know if you guys can see me, but the time is currently 10 and I am walking around this track field to get in my remaining steps. For you guys who are wondering, the meeting with my, or not meeting, but the visit from my boss, it went really well. He was on a road trip around Norway and he asked me if he could visit me and my family, and it was his first time eating Vietnamese food, and he told me that he really enjoyed it and it was really nice meeting his kids and for my family to meet his family. But one thing that I really regret was that I ate way too much and now my stomach is making these really funny sounds, so I really need to hurry up to get in the remaining steps so I can go back home and into my toilet. Morning, people! So today is the last day of the challenge and it feels nice knowing that I don't need to spend that much time on walking, but I am very happy that I did this challenge to get back at myself, because I needed to get back on the right track on my diet. So I will continue with the walking habit that I had in 2025 and aim for at least 10k steps. And I feel like that should be doable because now my body has gotten used to walking 25k steps and now I only need to do half of it. So that should be a piece of cake. Cake. I'm gonna miss cake. So this is the results that we all have been waiting for. So let's see if we can spot any difference. Okay, so I'll just review the footage and I have two things to say. The first one is that I can notice some differences on my body. My stomach has gotten a bit smaller and my face has gotten thinner. And the second thing is that I still have ways to go. There is still a lot of body fat on my body. So I still have ways to go until my body can become this cheese shredding machine. But luckily I still have 2 months. So let's continue on with my journey and let's see how I end up. But one thing that I have realized is that I did all of this just to get back to where I was 3 weeks ago before my off-road trip. So all of this walking was just to reset all of the cake and food that I have eaten. So that was kind of depressing, but I don't actually regret it because just crazy people will say no to desserts. But I feel like if I were to track what I ate and didn't eat a lot here, the results would have been crazier. But that too, I also don't regret because it isn't often I get to eat my mama's food. So I need to capitalize on the opportunity when I can. And I just found out that I live nearby some cool horses. Anyways, I am currently on my way to the gym to get in my last exercise for the week. My body actually feels really sore, so it is going to be really interesting to see if I can manage to do any of the workouts that I have set up. Damn, so as you guys probably saw, I wasn't able to do a single muscle up, so I didn't bother to film today's workout session as I changed my usual calisthenics back workout, and I just did some light back sessions with some scapular pull-ups, weighted pull-ups and high pull-ups. I have already made a video on how my usual back calisthenics session is, so if you're interested, you guys can just watch that video. Hopefully my body is back to where it usually was next week, because this was actually a bit depressing.